I need to like have a Twitch.
No, you can just watch it. You don't need to do anything.
Cool.
Let me tweet out that we're starting.
There you are.
Here I am. There's Legend of Legaia, everyone's favorite video game.
17 seconds. Okay, it's loading. I can't see it yet, but I'm excited.
Good.
Oh, I have to watch ads first.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, we need to get the look. We need to get that money.
Yeah, Twitch isn't free.
All right, so
There it is.
Pete,
Okay.
welcome. This is Legend of Legaia. That man has a fire behind him. He's got an evil gauntlet. Behold our blue-haired hero Vaughn, his pink-haired lady friend Noah, and their monk buddy Gala. We're on an adventure to save the world from an evil mist, because this was a PlayStation game that came out in 1999, which means that
Even this got I did read the Wikipedia entry prior to starting this.
Good.
And I have to tell you, it is incomprehensible.
excellent. Well, for those who have not met Pete before, Pete, you're one of the co-hosts on the Deep Listens podcast.
I
So
am.
we have talked to each other at least every week or every other week for many a year at this point. So this is Legend of Legaia, a game that now that I'm playing it here, I won't pick for the show.
Oh, thank God. I'm glad I could do this service for our Deep Listens community.
Yeah, I'm probably going to pick it. I'm going to see if I could foist it on the Off the Deep Ends people.
It seems like their vibe.
Yes.
It looks JRPG-ish.
Yep, it's a role-playing game. It's criminally underappreciated. And okay, so here's my pitch. Do you like role-playing games?
I do. I do.
Do you like fighting games?
Like Tekken sort of fighting games?
Street Fighter,
I don't.
Mortal,
Mostly because I'm bad at them, because I never play them.
but in theory.
And yeah, I like fighting. I do
Okay.
a lot of it.
Okay,
Sure.
so to do moves in this game, you have 4 directionals: high, low, right, and left, and you do sick combos by putting in
Why are they arms? Okay, I get it.
because
What's
he's
Research.
so Raseru is
Sarah.
it's a little gauntlet thing that's on their arm. So you see, at the beginning of the game, we learned that in the beginning, God created man, and then He made animals. But man was weak as hell and got their asses kicked by animals,
Yeah, yeah. Makes sense.
and so then God created Seru, which are these symbiotic monsters. When they're not attached to a person, they're like a creature in the world. But when they're attached to a person, they like sync up with them. Like they give you sick wings, or they like give you super strength or something. Raseru,
Is this
okay,
the Sarah's not alive, right? It's just like the force or something.
it is alive. They are alive.
It is.
When they are not,
So they're symbiotes.
yes, they're symbiotic creatures. And for a while, everything was cool and chill. But then this mist came. And when the mist came, everyone who wore a Seru was driven mad. And all the Seru that were not on people's arms went mad and started attacking people. However, our 3 intrepid heroes here have Ra Seru, which are not Seru, but they do augment your powers, but they don't drive you insane.
Gotcha.
So
Okay, let me read you
Yes.
the Wikipedia summary of this.
yes.
This is the verbatim. This is what's written. Humans have reached the limit due to the Seru, statuesque objects with special abilities, i.e., lifting objects heavier than themselves or flying. The
Yes.
mist spreads everywhere in the world. The Seru become sentient and rebel against humanity, and civilization collapses as a result. Aided by Ra Seru, a type of holy Seru, the heroes revive all Genesis trees, which have not been mentioned prior in this summary. That's the whole thing.
Yes,
That's accurate.
that's accurate. I've turned you up a
What
little
are
bit.
Genesis trees?
So Genesis trees are these dope green trees that are, they start out real small, and then by the power of our faith and wishes, they sprout real big, and then when they sprout real big, they drive the mist away.
This feels weirdly religious.
It's weirdly.
Like
Well,
Genesis tree, faith of our prayers, holy Saru.
I mean, it starts by saying in the beginning God created man, and then God created Saru.
That's a good point. I forgot that part of your introduction already.
I was not exaggerating. That's what it was like in the beginning. So the story is largely perfunctory. It's not why we're here, generally speaking. Although it will go some places. We are here for this combat system for the most part. And the next fight I get into, I will showcase it a little bit more. But like I showed you, there's 4 directions, and like a fighting game, you could put in sick combos. Up, down, up, for example, will make your character do a somersault. And depending on whether they're right-handed or left-handed, they do different special moves.
And I assume there are limits.
Yes.
Like some sort of MP you have to spend.
There's AP, ability points, which
Gotcha.
So you can't just somersault forever because you'll get dizzy.
Sure.
You need to spend AP to do your somersaults.
Before, we're in the next battle now, but before
Yes.
we get into the combat, can I ask a dumb question?
Please do.
I assume, my favorite kind, I assume Legaia is just the world.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Yep, it's a French Gaia, Legaia. So yeah, as you can see, like we've got these buttons here, the 4 directions. So basically the way it works is you put in the commands. Like if you know what the commands are, you can just put them in and you'll get to do the special moves. But you also can kind of combo together moves. So like if I go right, left, down, the last input I put in was down, which can be the first input of my next move. So if I had a move that started with down, which I don't, let me do one. Okay, up, down, nope, down, same problem. Up, down,
is that why
up.
Some are yellow?
Yellow's the last input, yeah. So that will count as the first input if I do a subsequent move. So I go high, low, high. Then if I go low, low, I will trigger something that's high, low, high. That's one move. And then high, low, low. So I'll get two moves out of it. So let me just do that combo. But you can also see like each of these characters have different lengths of their bar by default.
Right.
So Noah is the fast combo-y character, so she has a very long bar. Gala is the slow, strong guy, so he has a very short bar. And Vaughn, as the blue-haired protagonist, is the exact middle. I hope Pete now sounds
I
correct.
support that system.
And as they level up, you get a longer bar, and you can do more moves. And the defend...
I like the strategy to it, the sort of like mixing the beginnings and the ends.
Yeah, and the moves that you get, so like your defend move, so before you even start inputting things, you've got attack, meta, item, and spirit. Spirit is your defend, but it will also extend your bar. So Vaughn had space for 4 moves, now he has space for 6. So now I could do a sick, longer combo. Item is simple, it's items. Meta is your spells. So there's a bit of a Pokemon thing going on here. Your like the Saru, the evil Saru that are driven mad by the mist, you can absorb their spirits, and they become your spells.
Okay.
So you basically want to absorb as many of them as possible so that you can have, sick magic.
And it looks like they're moving locations too.
Yes, your space in the world also matters. Like if you use a spell that cares about where someone is, like some moves will kind of do like a big fanning attack. Some of them will, come from above and smash down and kind of do AoE damage. Like if you see that enemies are near each other, you can get extra damage out of it, which is kind of cool. Though that's harder to control. Like sometimes you think you're going to knock someone back and you just don't knock them back, or sometimes you think you're going to, catch some, like you don't get to see on the field where everyone's standing. The game's not about to tell you.
Right. And what are hyper arts? I keep seeing these words flashing.
Yeah, so super arts are just like regular attacks. Hyper arts, so you see how some of these moves are, oh no, Vaughn, you're dead. Okay, I'm not supposed to be here right now. This is a JRPG, so if I'm in an area where I'm getting my ass kicked, I'm in the wrong place. So regular arts, you'll get like two. Only the last move will be the move that actually executes, like causes the special to come out. So if you go like up, down, up, the up and down will be two regular attacks, and then the last up will be the super move. For hyper arts, it takes up the entire bar. Like every input you did, make up the super attack.
Okay.
Let's use orb and heal everyone. All right, I guess I'm not supposed to be here yet. I'm getting my ass beat, so let me try walking the other direction. Yeah, so that's kind of how the system works.
How big is this overworld?
It's pretty big. It's an all polygonal game too. In this era, the PlayStation 1, that was not especially common.
Where are we presently? I don't mean geographically. I mean like narratively in Legend of Legaia.
We are in the Seabiscuit Islands, the Seculus Islands. It's kind of the second act. We've fought the first big boss. I've got the whole party. They are now, wandering the countryside, trying to make the trees big, engorge the trees.
Who's our big bad here? Like, whose plot are we trying to foil?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
Right now, some evil crab man showed up at the beginning of the game, and when the mist gets into people's towns, like, civilization basically only exists in places where there's no mist. So the game starts with Vaughn just kind of hanging out behind a wall, with his, friends and family clinging to the last vestiges of humanity. And then an evil crab man shows up and knocks his wall down. And then, he gets called to like a tree, the Genesis tree in the center of town. And the tree's like, hey dog, you can save everyone. I've got this Raseru thing and you got to trust me. You got to put this thing on your wrist, and then you got to go out and punch some dudes. And Vaughn was like, okay. But he doesn't say anything because he's a JRPG protagonist in the 1990s. Right. So he just kind of blinks twice, and then, you go on your adventure. So the evil crab man was the Section 1 boss. So I had to, like, get Vaughn, get Noah, get Gala, get the whole squad together. Everyone's got their weird symbiotes. And now I'm kind of on the journey to figure out who's in charge of this, what happened here. Let me make sure. So I'm going to do a sick art with Noah. You just wait. I can hear the doubt in your voice, Pete, that the sickness of this art, but it's going to be so sick.
I like her little, like, Wolverine claw.
Yeah. She uses claw. Oh, also, I didn't even mention that. The weapons that you get, depending on which weapon you get, like each character has proficiencies with weapons. So Gala uses clubs and axes. Vaughn uses knuckles and swords or daggers, and Noah uses these kind of claws and what are those, like, fancy nightsticks?
Fancy nightsticks?
What are those called? The tonfas?
Oh, the thing. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she uses tonfas.
Gotcha. That checks out.
So
looks like she would.
If you equip a character with a weapon that they are proficient with, that hand that holds the weapon will actually be a cheaper input. It will take up less space on your bar.
Okay.
If you equip them with a weapon that they are unproficient with or not proficient with, they will take up extra space. So you can do even less with them than you normally could. So there's basically no reason to ever equip a weapon that someone's bad with.
Right, because the more inputs, the more damage.
The more damage, yeah. The weapon would have to be absurdly strong for you to put up with getting fewer inputs.
Right. I wonder, like, why Mist is so popular.
Why
Like,
always
I get
Mist?
the functionality of it. Yeah, like, because it can cover a whole area, but you can still walk through it. But, like, is there any, like, other reason JRPGs love Mist beyond the practical?
So
There's, like, a thematic thing.
there's another practical element that I don't know that you mentioned there, which is the PlayStation 1 could not render a lot of things at once. So having Mist allowed you to kind of obscure all of these things that you couldn't render at the time. So
Right.
this
The
attack,
Silent Hill move.
yeah, the Silent Hill move. Final Fantasy IX, that game pushed the PlayStation to its limits. Having Mist around to kind of obscure stuff every once in a while probably helped. So you see how that kind of swept through the area. So
Right.
because they were adjacent to each other, it dealt damage to all three instead of one. Yeah, so that's like part of it, I'm sure. You've got this Mist to cover up. But here it's not really doing that much. I don't know. I don't know what was going on in Japan that was like evil Mist.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Maybe
always.
there's like some sort of folkloric tradition.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Dark Cloud, I think. Did Dark Cloud... Arbitrary, you're in chat. Did Dark Cloud have evil Mist? Folks in chat, does anyone know if Dark Cloud in fact had dark clouds in it? Yes, it had evil Mist as well.
It did.
Yeah, so
I always think Inuyasha too. I mean,
Inuyasha did have evil Mist.
Not a game, but
it is very much not a game. It's serious.
very dark.
That boy with his little dog ears, he got into trouble. He was very jealous of his brother.
So you have true. So you have AP. That's your
Yes.
somersaults and your high kicks and your
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yes.
What do you spend for spells?
MP, magic points.
You also have MP. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
AP is that bar on the bottom, kind of right above your MP. So I have 74 AP here. So I can
Is that
do.
monster's name Lip Kid?
Oh yeah. That's Lip
No
Kid.
name.
Look at him. Well, look at him. Look at it.
Yeah, he's definitely a lip kid if any of these monsters are. But they didn't have to design him that way.
Lip Kid's great. Iconic enemy, Lip Kid. But yeah, the AP, your AP will go up when you use Spirit like this, like that restores a bunch, and every time you get attacked, you also get AP.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of the long and the short of how this game's mechanics work. And then you just do this forever.
This being a JRPG, is there a silly name?
Is there a what?
Like a dumb name for the money.
It's just G. It's just the letter G.
There's no word for it. Got it.
No.
That's the other move.
No, it's not Gil. It's not Gelt. It's not Giggles. It's just G. Yeah, so this is pretty much the mechanics. It's a fun, like there aren't very many games that no one's done this since Legaia really. I would have expected someone to have ripped it off by now, but they haven't. So this series is kind of my PSA. Hey, rip this game off someone, anyone. Feel free. It's free real estate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool combat mechanic. How do you get new skills? Level up?
No, you just, so there are 3 moves that you have to get by actually reading a book that will teach it to you. All the hyper arts, you find a book and it's like, hey, up, up, down, down, now you shoot fire out your hands. So those are, all the hyper arts are gated by reading, which, it's a good message, just like the Reading Rainbow. All the other moves, if you just put in the right inputs, you just do them.
Oh, they'll just give them to you.
Yeah, it just gives it to you. So, like, the game will have some teachers that will tell you moves if you find them, but most of them do not. You just kind of experiment and you figure it out. Arbitrary saying, I think the animations in this game are my favorite part. Yeah, I think so. I agree. Like, the animations are sick. They look pretty cool. Okay, the Shadow Gate. Oh, right. Oh, no. Someone look up what the Shadow Gate, what I need to put in here. I found some scriptures underground last time. Uh-oh.
Oh, what a letdown.
This guy. Right.
Ooh, who's this dude?
Who are you?
I like his outfit.
Guy Delilas at your service. That Zeto is pretty pitiful to let a bunch of brats like you defeat him.
Who's Zeto? Is it Crabman?
He was Crabman, who I killed.
Gotcha.
Is this a bad person like Songi and Zeto? A bad person? Oh, brother. Hey, blue.
Excellent dialogue.
Hey, blue-headed brat. You seem to be the leader of this kindergarten class. I'm the leader. Me, Vaughn. I knew it. Well, Vaughn, let's see how good you are. Fight me one-on-one. How come you want to fight Vaughn and not me? One-on-one combat is a Deletus family tradition. I'll fight you later. Well, Vaughn, don't run away. Fight me. No. How pathetic. Very well. Just stand there and be killed. Older brother.
That seems like cheating. To be like, one-on-one combat's a family tradition, so I can't fight you all at once.
Look. There's an evil version of your party. A lady, a green-haired guy who uses a knife, and a big man. It's your dark mirror. You want to learn our names very well? Yes. I'm Guy Delias, expert at delivering a fatal blow to the opponent's body. Ha-ha!
That's just fighting. He's just describing fighting.
I'm Lou Delias. I strike with lightning speed. And together we are the Ginyu Force. I'm Che Delilas. Brute strength and chaos are what I'm about.
Chaos, okay.
Yes, and together we are the Ginyu Force.
I love the pose.
The poses. We're the Delilases. I thought we could play together, but we don't have the time. I'll let you live for now, but next time I see you, I'll have your life. Poof, smoke.
He explicitly came just to fight us, and now he's like, oh, no, never mind. No time.
Noah's like, I gotta pose.
It's like we use so much time for posing. There's no time left for fighting.
I like that they show up. They're like, we're your dark mirror, and then smoke bomb out.
Yep.
Yes.
Was that the only thing in this entire location?
I'm gonna have to come back. I just need to save. I realized that if that had been an actual fight, I would like immediately die. So I need to run away and save. Like a true coward. Let's theater. I forgot those dudes show up this early. So right now we've got Songi is the evil he's an evil version of Gala. He's like Gala's, they grew up together. They were both orphans and they were trained by the same sensei. But Songi wanted power for evil, and Gala wants power for good. So he's got a Gary Oak. He's got a Gary Oak, and then there's the Delilases, who are the like dark mirror of your main party, your whole party. Which I think is just hilarious that they went the full distance and had both a dark version of one of these characters and then a dark team for you to fight.
Who, I don't know how to phrase this. Like, who are these people in my party? Are they just like fellow villagers?
So you had to find each of them. Vaughn is just a dude, and his town got attacked. Right. Gala is a monk who forswore using Seru, but then, evil people showed up to his town and killed everyone and started killing people. And he was like, fine, I'll use Seru if it means I can save the ones I love. But then he was cast out by his village for saving their lives by using Seru. So he wants...
At least, like, that's a good backstory. That's an interesting movie.
Noah was raised by a wolf.
Like a literal wolf.
Like a literal wolf. That the Raseru on her arm was attached to the head of a wolf, and it was controlling the wolf's brain, basically, and defending her for her whole childhood. And then the wolf was going to die, and so the Raseru jumped from the wolf to her. And now...
How did she get linked up with this wolf?
That's unclear.
Okay.
The wolf...
It was just like this pre-existing condition. We don't have to worry about it.
How did the Raseru get linked up with the wolf? Or how did Noah?
Why did the wolf start protecting her?
So the Raseru jumped on the wolf. I don't know how the wolf and the Raseru got together in the first place. I don't know how they found this girl. Game hasn't explained that so far. But she keeps having dreams of like her parents talking to her and being like, "Hey, girl, save us. We can't see you, but we want to see you." And they're just like flickering lights telling her to save them. And we're on a quest right now. Can someone look up what the hell I have to do here? I know I have to play Simon Says with these 4 heads, but I don't remember which head is which. Let me see if I wrote a note last time I looked at this.
Man. So you're at level 14, and Gala already has 845 HP.
Gala's the tank. Noah's...
I just feel like Gala's going to end up with, like, he's going to have a preposterous amount of HP by the time you get to the end game.
His whole thing is, like, he's the slow one, but he has the most MP and the most HP. But the thing is, if you just give him a lot of, like, speed up, then he just is the best character.
Is he, like, how, is level 14 high?
No.
What are you expecting to be at by the end?
Probably 30-something. I'd get 40-something, probably.
It's not that high, then.
It's not that high yet. Get someone in chat, can you tell me which of the, or Pete, can you tell me which of these Simon Says colors I need to put in on these tongues?
What are these things?
This is the Shadow Gate, I think it's called.
Shadowgate. Shadowgate password. There we go. I'm surprised this is even still on the internet. Okay, I will read the message board from...
Okay.
Let's do a little buzz marketing. From cheat-database.com.
Dope.
So, Shadowgate password. At the Shadowgate around the stone flower, there are statues with colors on it. Press X in it, and it will ask you if you want to see the past. Touch the east, west, north, or south key. There will be options to choose from. This is where you must enter the code. The code for the Shadowgate is... Alright, you ready?
Wait a second. What? I touched the thing and it said something's written and then it wouldn't let me enter stuff. One sec, let me... Okay.
Maybe you gotta kill this thing first.
Let me get out of here. Vaughn's team could not escape. Damn it. Running away is also, like, a pain in the ass in this game. It just won't let you run for most fights. Which, I mean, from, like, JRPG, I'm gonna level up my party perspective, cool. From, like, the I wanna just do the story, please perspective, annoying. Let me find one of Gala's 4 hit moves. He's only got 2.
And it looks like we're working pretty standard random encounters.
Yep. Though, see how this enemy has a fire next to its name?
Yep.
That means that if I kill this enemy, if I don't have it as a summon yet, it could join me as a summon, and then I have the magic.
Oh, cool.
Then I've got the juice. Yeah, so I'll ask you for the password once we get to stuff again. Now that I've explained the game, and there's still more to play, I have a question for you, Pete.
Sure.
So, I was talking earlier today about rom-coms with my significant other, and she said there was this movie with Emily Blunt and Jason something, and she didn't know who she was, which Jason. And I said, Mantzoukas? And she said, no, 100% not. It was not Emily Blunt and Jason Mantzoukas. It was the movie with Jason Segel and Emily Blunt. I don't...
5-year engagement.
Yep. However, the idea of a rom-com with Jason Mantzoukas and Emily Blunt is now all I can think of. What do you think would be the optimal setup to make a Emily Blunt, Jason Mantzoukas rom-com work? What's happening?
God. I can't think of like two actors with more divergent energies.
Yes.
I really do love the 5-year engagement too. It's a great rom-com.
See, I'm
Okay,
thinking.
so there needs to be some.
Go ahead.
What do you? Yeah, there needs to be some reason for these people to come together who would otherwise never be near each other. So it has to be something like professional.
Okay. What are you thinking?
I don't know. What would be like a reason for two? I don't know. What do you think, Gino? Let me hear what your master plan was first.
Okay, so my master plan was I think you have to do some like truly star-crossed nonsense. Like there's no reason why they would be together. So
Right.
I think you need to just come up with just complete happenstance. So like maybe they're at a gas station. And she's walking up to pay at the gas station, and yeah, I'm imagining something like this. She was just paying for gas. He was just trying to get a loose hot dog. But one slippery floor changed the course of their lives. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And then they slip on the wet floor. They slam into each other. They both wake up. They're in a hospital, and they're in the same room. There are two beds in the same room, and now they're stuck together.
Okay. Yeah, you're sort of taking it in a similar direction I was going to, right? So like my thought was you would need something artificial to make them spend time together. Like cuz they would never be together in real life.
Yes. It has to be like a blind date situation, or Jen said maybe this person's a social worker, and upon encountering Jason Mantzoukas' whole energy, Emily Blunt is like, well, clearly he needs my help. And then they fall in love.
Yeah, that was my thought, right? That like this is a man who needs Emily Blunt to fix him basically. But then like I can't think of a reason why she would fall for him at that point.
Oh, it's not letting me do the thing. Maybe I needed to read more stuff at the last location I was at, which would really suck. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's what I need to do. I need to go back to where I was before. Damn it. Damn you, old JRPG design. Yeah, I don't know.
It's really pro reading.
It is. I didn't read all the books, and it's like, no, you need to go back to your old town. Yeah, I think you definitely need to do some of that. Or maybe, they need to go to a party, and she just needs someone to be her date because someone, it's a reunion. She doesn't want to be single. Nothing worse in the world than that. So, then they fall in love. ... They fall in love. I just really want Jason Mantzoukas in a rom-com now. I need his chaos energy. Just completely misplaced. Arbitrary, just useless to me in chat right now. Oh. Hello? Pete, did you go away?
No.
Up, you're back.
No. Yeah, sorry. I was switching over from Wi-Fi to hardwire.
Ah, I see.
Good to go.
No problem. Yeah, I was just saying, now I just want Jason Mantzoukas in a rom-com. It doesn't have to be with Emily Blunt.
I don't think he's been in any yet. I can't think of anything he's like been romantic in.
Technically in The Good Place.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, he's the like sex
Derek
doll, basically.
Yes. Derek. But that's pretty much it.
I watched that entire series until the very last episode, and I just stopped. I still haven't seen it.
You didn't watch the last episode?
No. Isn't that weird? I don't know why.
Why? Why
I
there?
don't know. I know. Like it was literally the last episode, and I just haven't gotten around to it.
That's the point where you decide that first, that show seems completely up your alley, and secondly, I feel like that's just so late in the game to be like, nah, this ain't for me.
I know. No, it was really good. I didn't stop because it was bad. I enjoyed it. I don't know. I haven't done it.
It's not even like the romantic, I just didn't want it to end.
Yeah, no. Now it's just like a bit. Like I'm just like, this is a thing I can say now.
It's now worth more to you as an anecdote than as a show.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I'll finish it at some point, I'm sure.
It's a good show. The ending's pretty solid, I will say.
It is. It's an excellent show. I really do love the cast too. Who's the main woman?
Kristen Bell.
The actress? Kristen Bell. Yes, she is excellent.
Yes. Is her finest role since Veronica Mars. I was going to say Victoria Mars. That's not it.
Yeah, it's Veronica. She should be in more rom-coms.
Yeah, it was basically just Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and then... So I got to read these books of prophecy. To those who walk the mist, this is the third prophecy. Read it well. The path to Rem's bosom is at the gate of shadows. However, the mouth of the gate of shadows is shut. The gate of shadows is a stone flower. Only words carved in the four faces make the flower bloom. Speak to the four faces. Find the words engraved in the faces, and engrave them in thine hearts. Book of Prophecy, Volume 1. Sure. To those who walk in the mist, this is the first prophecy. Be warned. Take heed. Take heed. The mist is death in disguise. The mist is a cradle of madness. History warns us the mist stops time and brings chaos. When the evil mist appears from the west horizon, leave everything and run for your lives. The god Rem awaits you in the hot depths of the earth. Ooh, the hot depths. Until the heroes of Raseru defeat the mist. Oh, there we go. The sound of some machine operating is heard. So when I read the four, I needed to read all the prophecies.
Gino, as somebody who studied Japanese, let me ask you, you know how like if you want English to seem old-timey, you just hit like these and thines and things like that in there?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a version for Japanese?
There is. In Japanese, you would probably use the most formal Japanese. Like, so you could say I a bunch of different ways in Japanese. Like, if you want to be an asshole, you say ore. If you want to be like normal but also slightly masculine coded, you say boku. If you are fairly neutral, you say watashi. If you're very, oh right, this lady too. The alluring voice.
Ooh.
So if you're like regular, you say watashi. If you're very formal, you say watakushi. And basically the longer words become, the more formal they are, generally speaking. But no one speaks in incredibly formal Japanese anymore. Very, like, outside of ceremonial situations, you probably don't use the most formal conjugations anymore.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
So that's usually how they show that someone is, like, high status in a game or something. Like, they'll use that conjugation form. Your princesses, your kings. Yeah, so that anytime you read a character and they're like written stuffy, that's probably what they're doing in the Japanese version of it.
Gotcha. That makes sense. I feel like this woman is very alluring. She fits for the alluring voice. Just look at the way she stands.
Yeah. Sneak thieving. You make me laugh. Sneak thieving.
As opposed to like that very overt in-your-face thieving.
Yes. As opposed to muggings. It's something bad. It's stealing from people. Gala's a fuddy-duddy.
He seems like it.
Oh, sneak thieving's rad. I hate bad people. That was great. Stop talking like
She's got strong raised by wolves energy.
Yep. Going home empty-handed, even though everyone ran away and the town's deserted. Look at these eyebrows. They animated the faces a little bit.
Yeah.
Everyone ran away.
That gal's in the way, though.
Yep. This is somewhere between Final Fantasy VII polygons and Final Fantasy VIII polygons. Oh boy, you guys are really clueless. That's right, everyone's gone. They knew the mist was coming and took the elevator to an underground shelter to hide. Underground shelter? Hari's still... Oh, so Hari's the god of dreams?
Okay.
And we need to find him. We need to take this elevator and go find Hari. And she's going to be like, no, you can't. You need
But Hari's both the god of dreams and exists?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, brother. If there's any valuable you're after, there's none here. Town people must have taken everything with them when they went underground. Backflip. Some measly jewel called the Star Pearl or something. Where is it? Ha 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 ha. I'll tell you where it is. I palmed it to a jeweler in Jeremy named Zalin. Okay, cool. We still have much to ask you. And she's like, deuces. I don't have anything to say to you. See you later. She's good. I don't remember if
I like
she...
the hair, too.
Yeah, she's got pink. You know, we've got all the colors.
Yeah, she's good.
It's a full-on anime. We got all the colors of hair.
We got a secret jewel that's probably way more valuable than she realizes.
Yeah, but she's like, oh, that thing. I pawned it off on some idiot.
It's not worth any money. It's useless.
Yep. But we're going to teach her a lesson about the value of things. Sometimes they're valuable for plot purposes.
Mad Mantis's arms really creep me out.
Yeah, I hate the way it animates. Look at this thing. Look at it jump and then... I would not want to fight that thing coming at you.
It's creepy as hell.
With its little fingers moving all fast. It's got those sick kicks. So you're a martial artist. How would you say that these people's martial arts are?
It suffers from a very classic anime issue where it's a lot of like jumping and spinning and backflips and things. That's not useful. That's a bad way to fight.
Really? You don't
Yeah,
usually
it
spin
looks
all the time?
sweet. No, there's very little like jumping backflips in jiu-jitsu, oddly enough.
Have you tried it though?
I mean, I don't think I can do a backflip.
Who's to say its effectiveness if you have not yourself backflipped? You know?
It's a good point. You backflip right into a triangle or an armbar, I guess.
Just jump over someone's back. A lot of jumping kicks in this. I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, if you jump and you kick someone and it doesn't work out, either you miss or you get blocked and they catch your kick, seems like you're pretty sold out at that point.
Yeah, I wouldn't jump and kick.
You would not jump and
One,
kick at the
'cause
same
I
time.
can't. But yeah, it's not a great way to kick.
I also feel like you have...
There's like a whole...
Go ahead.
There's a whole thing about street fights too, where like the only kicks you want to throw in a street fight are low kicks. I don't necessarily go that far with it, but people do.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. Like, you don't want to throw a kick that can easily be caught, because once it's caught, it's bad times for you.
Yeah.
But I feel like the best kick in a street fight is the first one. Because
It's just... Yeah.
once
Straight groin shot, soccer kick.
straight groin shot, soccer kick, straight crescent kick to the head. Like, when people don't know that you can kick, that's the best time to kick.
It's true.
But once they know you can kick, then you got to be judicious. You got to be skillful. The first kick is usually free.
Did you just teleport?
I did. I used a Door of Wind. It lets me go back to towns I've visited before.
Okay.
There's a Door of Light, which is like your escape rope in Pokemon. Just leave a dungeon. And then there's a Door of Wind, which lets you travel to towns you've been to before.
Did you ever see, there's like this whole discussion about like fighting in the Marvel movies and how whenever there's a female character, she always at some point has to straddle an opponent's face during the fight. Like, you know the move where they like hop up on their shoulders and like
Yes.
flip them over using their thighs?
Yeah, and then just strangle them to death.
Yeah, like Black Widow, that's Black Widow's finishing move in every fight she's ever had.
Yes. They sex them to death.
Yeah, exactly. Very strange, not an effective move either, but Marvel loves them.
The thighs are not the most powerful part of the human body.
No, your hip adductor. Your hip adductor muscles not that big.
But what if, say for example, you were a lady? Eh?
I think no. I mean, you could like use a thigh master as much as you want, but I mean, they're still not gonna be as strong as your quads or something.
Hmm. That's fair. You know, I'm starting to think that Marvel didn't care as much about accuracy.
I know. I know.
Okay, can I rest here? I just want to buy items. I just want to buy a door of wind so that I can fly away. And didn't she said in Jeremy I pawned it off on some jeweler, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm in Jeremy and I don't see it. Let me give Noah some nice headgear. Oh, I also bought a while ago um and I got a points card and I get 5% points on everything I buy. And the points
Nice.
go on the card, and then I can use the card to deal damage equal to the number of points I've accrued. So I can kill.
Wait. So you get like fighting ability based on the amount of money you spend?
Yes, you can kill people with capitalism in this game.
What a weird card. How does that work?
I don't know, but you just cut them with it. I don't know.
It is crazy. Like, how does this shopkeeper have this sort of weird ability?
So speedruns of this game, the way that they tend to work is that you break the money system by doing. There's a slot machine in one of the towns nearby here, and at that slot machine, you can get, you can get. You go to the slot machine, you can get a lot of tokens. You can turn those tokens into items that are like common items, but you can sell them. So then you sell all of them, use that money to buy a bunch of garbage, sell that garbage, buy it again, and so you're just racking up points on your card, and then you just go up to the boss and just show them your card, and they die.
What a ridiculous way to break the game. Just like an arbitrage scheme.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so I have the points card, and there's also a platinum card, which is like a sick member only card, which lets me buy secret items at some locations.
Ooh.
So they
But
break
so
up
it's
good stock.
5%. It's 5% on everything you spend, right?
Everything
so if
you
you
spend.
buy an item,
Yes.
sell it back, and then buy the item again, you get 5% on both of those sales.
Yes. You do.
That's wild.
Yeah. So that's how you break this game. Is you just, like you said, it's an arbitrage scheme. You capitalism them to death. Money is power. You see.
It's true. This is it's a weird system for this game to add. But I like that speed running is just based on like buying low and selling high.
I need to go to Vidna first. Damn it. This guy won't talk to me about the Star Pearl until I go tell his kids that he's alive.
Oh, that's the jeweler.
Yeah. He's like, I hope that they'll get this letter I gave you. And I'm like, man, I don't care about your kids.
Have you been to Vidna before? Can
I
you
hope so.
teleport?
I hope so. Let me see. Have I been to... I have. Good. Teleport to Vidna. I don't want to walk there. I need to teleport to Vidna, then teleport back to Jeremy, then teleport to the Shadow Gate, and then I think I can go. Continue the story.
I still have the code, so whenever we're good for it.
Good. I forgot that I need to deliver this guy's letter. For whatever reason, again, the 90s, delivering letters for people was very in.
Why is his wife and kid in a different town? Did he say?
I think so when the mist came, they were like on vacation, but once the mist came, no one left.
The hell?
Those are monks. They're Gala's people. Are you his wife? Yeah, sure. I've come to see Dampus. He's underground. Okay, let's go underground to this guy. I didn't come in here last time. He's making a bomb shelter. He's just in here making. Yeah, he's a rich man and he's making an underground shelter for unknown reasons.
I guess maybe the mist can't go underground.
I
I don't
think
know,
that's
like
his
the
thought.
mist.
I think his
Yeah.
thought is like, I'm going to make an underground bomb shelter, and this is what's going to get us through. Yeah, he's got casks and everything. No,
Oh
I
wow,
don't.
there's an elevator.
This is ridiculous. You don't really. Fools, all of you. Uh, yes? The townspeople here don't realize how horrible the mist is. Don't you fellows agree? Yes. You know, you seem pretty smart. What would happen if for some reason the windmill stopped? The mist would swallow us all. We'd all be eaten by the Seru, possessed by them. That's why I'm preparing for when that happens. I built an underground bunker.
Ugh.
What do the townspeople do? They treat me like a lunatic. Fools. They're all fools. You know what's going on. If the mist ever comes, come down here and hide. For you fellows have an especially good hiding place.
So the mist is both spreading and can be blown away with windmills.
Yes. Some places have walls to keep the mist out. These folks have big windmills that are powered by thermo thermo heat, I guess.
Okay.
There's
But
hot
mist can't
springs.
go over walls.
It's a low lying mist.
This mist has weird physics.
It's low to the ground. Eh. This mist
Is
has
that
not been exercising. It can't get up walls.
where is this man's wife?
She's got to be in one of these damn buildings, I swear.
Ooh, hot spring.
Yep. There's people fishing here. Everyone's having a lovely time. This is the slot machine. I'm bad at it, so I'm not going to do it. It's a dexterity-based slot machine.
No,
Are
this
you?
is skill based.
No, I don't want to hear your song, kid. Just when I was getting into it. Just hear this kid jam. They've got to be in one of these houses, right? Oh, there we go.
Somewhere.
Silence. I'm Pepe. What do you want? It's Pepe. Pepe, listen. Pepe's alive. Of course you're alive. This letter, Zalin, your dad. She's very excitable. She was raised by a wolf. Ah, your father and Jeremy. Here it comes. Here's your letter. Yuma and Pepe. This game is.
Oh wow, they're doing the whole thing.
Yeah, they used this for the in the beginning God made man. Now I'm recovered. Hope that Sir Madness hasn't possessed you. It's been 10 years.
Oh jeez. The mist has been around for 10 years.
10 plus. Oh yeah, I think 10. I think 10 is the your father Fat Fingers Zalin. Good old Fat Fingers.
Good old fat fingers. He's like really interested in his son becoming a jeweler too.
Mm-hmm. I asked Mom why she liked my dad, and she said it was
That's
his
creepy.
fat but nimble fingers. He was dexterous.
That sounds like a sex thing.
She said that he had fingers like a safecracker. His nickname around the house was Fat Fingers. Called him Chimp Arm. Have you watched Peacemaker? Or first off, do you have HBO Max? Second of all, have you watched Peacemaker?
Yes, on both counts. It's a very funny show.
It is. Oh no, his mom died.
Do you remember the oh god, the movie John Cena did? LeBron James was also in it with Amy Schumer.
Yes.
Not
Train
a good
wreck.
movie.
Train wreck.
Thank you. Yes. Not a good movie, but John Cena in it was very good. And at that point, I was like, John Cena's a pretty good actor. He should do more stuff. And he has.
He's a great actor. I mean, he's been working with garbage for many years and making it fairly believable.
True.
Okay.
Like, why did the WWE give him like a hip hop persona? Who made that decision?
I don't know. I don't want to give this guy his wife's ring. It gives me plus 10% MP. Look, my guy, to the cause, you need to give me this ring. I know it's your wife's, but look, 10% MP, my guy.
It's been 10 years. She's moved on.
She's moved on, and I need to summon more beasts. Yeah, I have not watched Trainwreck at all. I remember liking Trainwreck when it first came out.
It wasn't bad. I mean, I love Bill Hader.
Yes. Yeah, that was peak of his powers, Bill Hader, for sure.
Yeah. Barry, another HBO show that is excellent.
Yes. I watched season 1 but not season 2.
Season 2 is very good.
I like the general energy of here's an assassin who has just decided is he a sniper and then an assassin? He becomes an assassin to get out of debt or something, but he wants to be an actor.
Yeah, it's not dead. His like childhood friend like pulls him into this life when he needs a purpose after leaving the Marines.
Right. Oh no, Yuma's dead. That's my only regret. Your only regret is that you weren't by your wife's side? What about when you were possessed and a terrible monster?
For 10 years. How did she die? Did Pepe say?
Old age or something.
Okay.
Accident. He didn't say.
Disease.
Mist madness. Give me a ring. Give me a ring to replace the ring you took, because it gives 10% MP. Okay, I got Zalin's crown. Do you know about the Star Pearl? Okay, there we go. You can't just ask out of the blue like that. He just found out his wife died.
Man, Gala is kind of a wet blanket.
Here, have the Star Pearl. Sweet, can I have it? Sure. There's no use for it. I bought it off of some shifty-looking lady because I hate money.
Oh, that's sneak thieving.
Yep. I wish that was a term that was used more often. Sneak thief.
Thieving.
Sneak thief. I think I did lose the ring, which hopefully his crown is as good.
Yeah, what's it do?
What does it do? AP accrual by 10%. Okay, it's different but not bad. Not as good. AP accrual is good, so you can just keep combos going.
Right.
And
Is that upper defense and lower defense?
Yep. Oh, int boost. So int boost would be good on Gala. Let's give it to him because he's got the most MP. Oh, I really don't have any equipment for Gala. Gala's just walking around naked. Let me go buy him some stuff.
I'm sorry, did you say what the UDF and the LDF is?
Upper defense, lower defense.
Yeah, okay. So you can pick like where on the body you want to target?
Yes. So for your armor, the highs will hit head, lows will hit bottom. So that comes up. Some enemies are real short, and so if you use highs, you'll just swing and miss if you hit them up high. Same thing with low.
Okay.
Oh, you just don't sell anything for Gala, like at all. Well, that sucks. No wonder he's walking around naked. This is one of the towns that I liberated. They had a tree at the center of town that I activated. And now they're charging me money.
That drives the mist out.
Yep. And once you have 3 trees in an area activated, there's usually a mist generator in the area. And then you go fight a boss at the mist generator. That's the loop.
Okay. Is it mechanical? Like an actual machine that generates mist?
Yes. It is.
Somebody's creating it.
Yeah. Makes you think, huh? Who's making it and for what reason? Yeah.
I'm sure we'll find out.
Sounds like a video game.
5 hours in.
Yeah. So you think these people would not hold up in an actual fight?
I think they would do things very differently if they were in an actual fight. Gala seems okay. His thing's just like punch to the face mostly.
Yeah, I mean, he's trained. The other two, one was raised by wolves, and the other one's just like a kid. Oh.
Well, I mean, maybe she has a very like wolf-based martial art that I'm unfamiliar with.
Her pants changed color.
Because you changed equipment?
Yep. That's fun.
I like that. They're camo.
Yeah, the equipments actually do reflect in the game. Gala has no equipment, so that he's got his default stuff on, but your boots will change if you get new boots, pants, and all that sort of stuff.
That's a nice touch for an early PS1 game.
Yeah, and so the equipment on their arms, those actually will change every time you activate one of the trees.
Their
So
Raseru
their
will change.
Raseru, yeah, it will get upgraded. So like they start out pretty small and then they get bigger and bigger and bigger kind of as you keep going.
Oh. Yeah, because like Gallus seems like it covers his whole hand.
Yeah, his covers his whole hand and like gets more spiky over time. Noah's, I think, eventually gets like a blade. Vaughn's turns into like a sword eventually. And the animations for them change a little bit too.
Is it permanent? Like, can they take their Raseru off, like when they shower?
So they can, if someone has a Seru on them when they go in the mist and they get the Seru madness, if you take the Seru off, the Seru and the person die. They are fused.
So it's permanent.
Raw Seru, I think you can take off, but regular Seru you cannot.
Because like if his is gonna turn into like a big sword arm, like that would be very inconvenient in everyday life.
Yeah, when he's shampooing, you really don't want the giant sword next to your head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a real, but it's a trade-off, you know? You can stab people with the giant sword arm. And sometimes you need to do that when you're saving the world.
That's true. And look, I mean, if the mist can be defeated by windmills, I mean, I feel like we should just build more windmills.
I mean, so far that's been the way that most of the towns that have survived, is they've just had really good ventilation systems. They invested in HVACs.
This is a metaphor for our times.
I was going to say, just like right now, if we just invested more in HVACs, things would be better. That old man, he's been building a filtration system for years. What a lunatic.
What a lunatic.
Okay, I gotta go to the Shadow Gate. Apparently the Shadow Gate doesn't count as a place I can just warp to. That'd be too easy. I think there's a repel. I think there are items that actually let you, like, avoid battle for a while. But I
had to do some quick, like, map math. Remember which direction east was.
Yeah, I feel like not MapQuest, what am I even saying? Google Maps and Waze and all those things have made us soft. Never MapQuest.
No.
MapQuest was for the strong.
Even around still?
I hope so. How else will I print out directions to give to my grandparents when they need to get places?
I was going to say my dad still prints his directions.
Amazing.
What an old man he is.
Vaughn's team could not escape. I mean, we can probably find this out. Chat, is MapQuest still a site? Or is it defunct?
Chad, go to Ask Jeeves and see if you can find MapQuest.
Damn it, that's what I was going to say. Somewhere, Ask Jeeves is still fighting the good fight. Trying to become the search engine.
Yeah, you know the way we all say, why don't you just, Ask Jeeves it?
Yes, of course. Hey, Jeeves, what the hell's going on out there? I think Ask Jeeves is still, like, around. I think it's ask.com now.
Yeah, they definitely, like, rebranded. Because, it was weird to just ask a British butler everything I needed to know.
But what a great little concept for the early 2000s. Who should I ask? Well, what if I had a digital butler?
What if I was a man of means?
Yeah.
How would I solve this problem?
I would ask my very worldly butler, who I'm paying nothing.
He gets to eat and live in my home. What more could he want?
He gets to talk to me when I feel like he can.
I was reading an interesting book about capitalism, as I tend to do. One of the points they made was how, like, inflation has changed literature. Like, if you look at the Victorian novels, like Jane Austen, that kind of deal, they could just put in an amount of money, like a yearly income of £5,000 or something, and the readers would know exactly what that like amount was, exactly how much you could buy with it, and exactly what the person's station in life was in virtue of that amount. And that would be true for like decades.
Mm-hmm.
But now, if we read a book from like the 1940s, they're like Mad Men, right? When they said like, "Ooh, Don Draper's making like $2,000 a month or whatever, or
Mm-hmm.
a year," I was like, "Is that a lot? It feels like a lot. I have no idea."
Yep.
So like, inflation has made literature change so that it doesn't really talk about money as much anymore, because it's not just like a stand-in for a whole social position.
This man has access to all the world's gold. Okay, so he's rich.
So that makes sense. Okay.
Got it. Checks out. But if it's like this man has access to 12 teraflops of bitcoins, it's like, well, this week that means he's rich. Next week it means that he's broke.
Yeah,
We don't
it's a
even
general
know.
exchange rate.
Yep.
Oh, Gino, there was something else. I meant to bring this up with you a very long time ago when it like first happened. But
Okay.
I forgot. Did you see when the Nets just decided all of a sudden they're like, okay, Kyrie Irving can play in away games now?
Yes, I did.
Oh
It
man.
it was incredible. I don't know. Like, did they think that the chemistry problems that were occurring because he wasn't playing half of the games just? I guess it doesn't matter anymore. I guess KD and Harden were too hurt, and they were like, well, we'd rather have a third competent player some of the times instead of whatever chemistry problems we'll deal with it.
Yeah, I think they were just like, principles are for chumps, and they just said, let's see what happens if Kyrie plays.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the alternative is you run Kevin into the ground, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess what are you going to do? I obviously would prefer that they had not done that, and maybe Kyrie just does the simple thing of just getting vaccinated and moving on with your life. But
Yeah, but I mean, when has Kyrie ever done the simple thing?
no, that was never going to happen.
No, it's never an option.
But now, I mean, they're still just so banged up because KD's out and Harden's not.
Yeah.
Harden's not incredible right now. Okay, now I finally get to put in these codes, I think.
Okay, all right. Let me pull them back up.
Which symbol?
Harden to the Sixers next year, though. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah, totally. I read
Okay,
it.
So,
I read an article that said Harden wants to be traded. Like Daryl Morey is looking at James Harden for Ben Simmons, and I was just like, well, if we're just gonna report all of the players that Daryl Morey wants but can't have for Ben Simmons, as though it's a story, like what are we doing here? Just say he wants Giannis or Jokic back.
yeah, like the package, he should have been like, I demand both Harden and Durant for Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Just making things up.
Exactly. They said that he turned down he asked from the Hawks for John Collins, Bogdan Bogdanovic, for Ben Simmons. Oh, and 3 first-round picks for Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris.
Yes.
It's like, what if I upgrade you at one position, downgrade you at another position, and you give me 3 picks?
It's insane. All right, you want me to read off?
Yes.
Okay.
West key.
At the Shadow Gate, there are statues with colors. Press X in it, and it'll ask you if you want to see the pass. Touch the east, west, north, or south key.
What is the West key?
All right. There will be options to choose from. This is where you must enter the code. The code for the Shadow Gate is bottom right, water. Bottom left, fire.
Okay.
Top left, earth. Top right, wind.
Okay, bottom
Where are
right.
you?
Wait. Bottom right now. Bottom right is water.
Yes.
Okay. Then top right.
Top right is wind.
Okay. And let me check to make sure that there aren't like sneaky items hanging out here that I don't know about. Because this game has had a surprising amount of like sneaky items just hanging out places.
Does it do any of that like Final Fantasy stuff where you have to complete sections in a certain amount of time to get certain items?
No. Okay, there's a secret path in the upper right. See?
Good thing you checked.
Garbage. How dare they? I don't want to fight you guys, but running away might take even longer. I guess I could magic
Wait,
them
why
to
does it
death.
say?
Why does it say what?
So like, there's Meta, there's Terra, and Ozma. Is that just like their different magics?
They're different Raserus.
Okay.
Meta's the fire one. Terra's the wind one. Ozma's the lightning one. And there are other Raserus for each of the different elements. Your characters only ever get access to one each, but like the highest level summon magic in the game is Raseru summon magic. And you can get it. Like, you can find Raseru eggs, and you can't hatch them because your party already has the summons, has one on them, and you can't have a second, I guess. So you just take them to the jeweler, and the jeweler turns them into sweet brooches.
Nice.
Which, I don't know, if I was some sort of sentient creature and you took the eggs of my people and turned them into brooches so that you could summon them, I feel like I'd be offended.
I feel like I would too. It feels like Ivory almost, that like we're just killing these majestic creatures for, baubles.
At least it's for, like, sick magic.
Yeah, that's true. Ivory doesn't even do magic.
No, not even. Doesn't even look that good.
No.
Not to imply that, some amount of suffering would be, justified if it did look sick.
It looked like, man, those tiger teeth make a really cool necklace.
Well, guess you can kill as many tigers as you need now. We've agreed. Speaking of basketball things, I made the mistake of replying to a Chad Ford redraft post. Like, it's redraft season. It's, the content mill never stops. And so his redraft was like, well, obviously first would be Evan Mobley. And he immediately was just deluged with Detroit people like, well, Cade Cunningham. No one would be able to do what Cade Cunningham is doing when he's playing for the Pistons. Cade can create his own shot. He gets everyone open. Like, how would this team function without Cade? Evan Mobley, what would he do on this team? Huh? He can't make his own shot. And I, looked. And so I was just like, look, he's leading the rookies in scoring. Look at. And I'm like, well, yeah, Michael Carter-Williams, won Rookie of the Year, leading in a bunch of counting stats. Like, that happens every year. Someone on a terrible team gets a ton of counting stats, and then they are Rookie of the Year, and they may or may not be good. Malcolm Brogdon won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I still, every time I think about how Michael Carter-Williams won Rookie of the Year, it just hurts me a little bit more. Is he even in the league anymore?
No.
Oof.
Yeah, Cade, not to say Cade Cunningham, he's not, as bad as Michael Carter-Williams, but, Cade is...
No.
He is a relatively physically developed player. He's not undersized. He's actually big for his position, but he's not athletic for his position. He's mostly getting by with skill, which is good. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to, bet on the future of a player who you're going to have hopefully for the next 4 to 8 years, you probably bet on a dude who's already an elite defensive player, right?
Yeah, look, I agree with you already, and I've always thought Rookie of the Year is kind of a dumb award anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They need to give one because, let's recognize good players when they're young. But unless it's somebody like Tim Duncan, who just came in the league and started averaging 20 and 10s from day one. Look at Tyreek. Tyreek was a 25 and 5 when he was a rookie, and then just dropped off the face of the earth after that.
And then never got any better.
Yeah. Another piece of the Sacramento Kings' illustrious history.
Yes. ZP, I don't think, is in chat to talk about how the Sacramento Kings upset him today.
They were in the Simmons running. There was a Buddy Hield trade package at one point.
They certainly claimed they were. I don't know if they ever had any sort of offers that were seriously considered by anyone, but they definitely said they were. But
They,
yeah.
I was looking at like an article. I didn't actually click on the article. I was just looking at the hero image, and it was about Ben Simmons trade packages. And the player they decided to put for the hero image was Pascal Siakam. And I was like, in what world are we getting Pascal Siakam for Ben Simmons?
I am not sure. Almost certainly not.
No, not a chance.
I mean, I guess Pascal's 27. How old is Simmons?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
He's like 25, I think, right? So he's a little younger, but I just don't see why how that would work.
Simmons is 25. And yeah,
Hey.
Pascal's 27.
Breaking news. Tom Brady's retiring.
Is he?
Yay!
That's good news.
I'm surprised.
Sick of him.
I'm sick of him, and also I'm surprised that he is deciding to go out before his body, like, stops functioning.
Yeah, that's a good point. If I have to see one more person say a nice thing about Ben Roethlisberger because he retired too, I'm going to stab my own eyes out.
Yeah, I saw a picture of someone, like, posted Ben Roethlisberger and his kids, and they're like, this is who you're saying mean things about. And it's like, we're just forgetting, like, that he was accused of sexual assault, right?
From multiple people, too. You can have kids and still be a terrible person.
Yeah. Yeah. Terrible people reproduce all the time.
Yeah, constantly. They never stop. That's why we have so many more terrible people.
And if you want to learn more about this, watch the movie Idiocracy. Don't do that.
Idiocracy 2, it's a movie that's like weirdly mean to poor people.
Oh, it's not weird. I mean, it's explicitly mean to poor people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, hey, look at how dumb and poor these people are. Let's laugh at them now.
Yeah, it is a movie that definitely it's very eugenicsy.
It is. Which, like, I thought as an ideology we'd be past, but I guess not.
It's like, hey, these people are poor and uncouth. And look, the poor and uncouth people just kept having kids.
Should have stopped them when we could.
So this is a status effect in the game, rot. It makes it so you can't use one of your moves. His arm's rotten.
Is it random? Like, it just hits one of them?
It hits one of your limbs, and it's like, damn. So now I can't use that move anymore, so now I've got to pick something else. So let's...
Does it go away? Like, is it
after
just
battle.
In battle, or does it persist?
It's after battle, it goes away.
Okay, that's not too... I mean, it's annoying in battle, but...
All the status effects in this game go away after battle, which is nice.
What are the other ones besides rot?
Poison, paralysis, which just stops you from moving at all, doing anything. And I think those are the only three. Confusion. There's confusion, too.
Will paralysis fade, like, after X turns?
It doesn't tell you how many turns, but it will fade. Damn it.
Okay, but it will.
Yes. I did not absorb that, dude. Aw, damn it. This thing's low, so see, my high kicks just swing and miss.
Oh, yeah, he's low. Mush Mush. That's a good name.
I love the Mush Mushes. It's
creepy spider legs, though.
Creepy legs, but fun-looking thing.
Mush Mush.
Yeah, they do poison and rot, and they do one move where their head stays in place, but their legs spin. There it is, running kick.
Ugh.
Hate it.
Mush Mush are creepy.
They are. There's only like probably 50 different character models in this game. Mush Mushes are...
change the colors.
Yeah. Mush Mush is an upgraded mushroom or something. The Lip Kid was a upgraded Lippian. And then I think there's another like lip monster later on. Like Lip Master or something.
Lip Master, that's better.
All right. Right at the second fork. because I got to go to the dead ends, because the dead ends always have items. If I've learned anything from role-playing games, it's that if I have a path and I have a choice between going where I need to go and going into a wall, you go towards the wall first, because actually if you like look at the wall at the right angle, it's a treasure chest.
Yep. That's why I'd never use doors in my real life. I just bang against walls.
That's fair. One of them will be a secret door, and that's the one that takes you to the secret items.
Full of gold coins.
How have you been enjoying Fortnite?
Not much. I think there's a reason I didn't play the most popular game in the world until now.
Until you were forced?
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you see this?
It's a lot of, like, not to spoil the podcast, but it's a lot of, like, quick actions, quick inputs. I don't like that.
Yeah, Em and I have played quite a bit together. We've gotten some victory royales.
Nice. Good work.
That was fun. Winning was fun. We won a game by hitting someone with a car. That was fun.
Dude, the vehicles are cool. Like, the maps are cool. I don't like building things.
Yeah, I feel that is really the inflection point in your Fortnite experience. Will you build shit? If yes to build shit, you can be good. You can be elite. You can be ninja, who's a person who plays Fortnite. But if you don't want to build shit, your ceiling is not that high.
Yeah, there's a hard cap.
Ooh, I can increase someone HP by 10%. See, so my problem with the percent up things is that if you have a percent up, you should just give it to the person with the highest base.
Yeah, because you get the most.
You get the most bang out of it.
You know what's always annoyed me is in, like, contest shows, like Cutthroat Kitchen, or me and my girlfriend like to watch this tattoo one, Ink Masters.
I tried to watch that show once. That show is madness.
Yeah, it is. These people are getting permanent tattoos on their body, and a lot of times they're bad.
Yes, a lot of times they're bad. Like, the debates, I've never seen a show where the judges seem to hate the contestants more, and the contestants seem to hate the judges. Like, everyone's so mad at each other all the time. We watched, like, one episode, and it was like, well, you tried to do a lion, but the lion didn't really have the texture we wanted. Why'd you fuck this guy's life up?
I know. Everybody's just so aggressive all the time.
Yeah. What were you saying about Ink Masters? Go on.
Yeah, so my point is, with, like, these contest shows, people always give the handicaps to the strongest competitor. And I'm like, that's a bad strategy. You should make things as hard as possible for the worst person. Because you don't have to win. You just have to not come in last.
So give me an example of how this would work.
All right, so on Chopped, or
Yes.
not Chopped, Cutthroat Kitchen. Do you remember that show?
No.
All right, so Cutthroat Kitchen was a cooking show with Alton Brown of Good Eats fame. Good Eats was a much better show.
Oh, boy.
But you could, like, bid on challenges for your fellow competitors. So you had, like, a $10,000 prize pool. Maybe you bid, like, $2,000 to take away all of somebody's knives. Like, screw you, no more knives.
Okay.
But the thing is, they would always spread these things around. So, like, one person would have no knives, and a no knives guy would, like, bid on something to take away somebody else's spoons or whatever. And, like, a third person would bid so somebody else has to cook with oven mitts on the whole time. So, like, instead of spreading the things out, you should have given all of them to one person and make their life as miserable as possible.
Okay.
Because you don't have to win. You just have to make sure you don't lose.
So you should just basically hold one person under the water and drown them every show. You should be picking who do we like the least of this cast, and then just hold them down and eliminate them one at a time. You should be collaborating to just fuck over someone.
Exactly. So like, or in Ink Masters, if the person who wins the challenge gets to pick what tattoos the other people have to do, and they usually try to like give the best person the hardest tattoo,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, no, you should give the worst person the hardest tattoo to ensure they lose.
You know, that's fair. That's fair. These shows where you get some sort of control over it, you definitely should be trying to encumber the worst person just to eliminate
Yeah,
them cleanly.
yeah, exactly.
Clean
But
kills.
like, I guess that doesn't make for exciting television or whatever.
So you gotta give the best person, and then they just keep achieving. And it's like, damn, I guess they are really good at this.
Yeah, I guess they are. I guess they are the best. I guess this person's life isn't going to be ruined by this tattoo they just got.
What a so how much of that show have you watched?
Like half of a season, maybe
Okay.
like 6 episodes, 7 episodes.
How far into the show do you get before the people are generally good? Just like across the board, good. Oh, because his legs are rotten. I can't use high or low.
Because he can't jump.
He can't use his legs.
He's just standing there punching at air.
That's savage.
And Gino, to answer your question, they're still good. Like people are better now than in the early season, but the problem is now they get too ambitious.
Oh no.
So like, yeah, they try to jam like a 3-day tattoo into 6 hours.
Oh no.
It's like, what the hell happened?
Oh boy.
Like somebody made this one on the most recent episode we watched where it was like an Indian goddess riding on a lion. And like it sounds cool in theory, but they screwed up this lion so bad.
Oh
It
no.
just it looked like a stuffed animal. It was absurd.
Oh no. Yeah, I only watched the like judging of the first episode, and this girl like she did like a castle, but the castle had fucked up proportions.
Yes, I remember that. It was a dragon in a castle, and she's totally screwed up the castle.
Yes, and so she screwed up the castle, and they were like, "Hey, you fucked up this castle. Where's this shadow coming from? What's casting this shadow? Nothing.
You don't know shit about light.
You don't know where light comes from. To cast a shadow, there needs to be something. Get the fuck out of here." And then she like tried to
Yeah.
start a fight with people. Ugh. What an angry show.
So in the most recent episode we watched, the theme spoiler alerts for like a 10-year-old contest show, by the way, who cares?
Yep.
There was the contest, the category was Asian tattoos, which is already a shitty category. Asia is the largest continent in the world.
Yeah,
We're
just
gonna
pick any.
lump them all together.
That's amazing.
Asia.
I made a koi fish. Asia.
It's like I made Vishnu, also Asia.
I'm just imagining now someone did like just the symbol for power, the Chinese character for power, and it's just like boom, Asia.
Asia. Most popular tattoo we do. But some guy, the guy who lost, his assignment was to do a geisha and a samurai in like a kiss, like embracing,
Okay.
and he did a shitty job. You bring him up
Oh
in
no.
front of the judges, and he's like, "Yeah, I think Asian tattoos are dumb. I don't like the way they look." Like what? He's like, "Yeah, I think they're too simple. I think they're stupid. So I did a dumb, stupid Asian tattoo."
Oh no. That's a person. The canvas is always a person.
And the judges are like, "You can't just like dismiss like an entire like continent, like their whole art style." And he's like, "Nah, I don't like them." And they're like, "All right, you're going home."
You lose. But like even if you don't like it, you've got a person under a needle in front of you entrusting you with their skin. It doesn't matter. Like, does the show
Part
allow?
of the
Does it allow them to say no if they're like, "Nah, I don't vibe with that"?
Yeah. Contestant like left one episode because she was like, "You're kind of an asshole. I don't want you to give me a tattoo." So she walked out.
Okay.
They sent that guy home too.
Because no one would work with them. Because the client wouldn't work with them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I mean,
But
like,
part of the show is like the all the people who got tattoos that episode get together and they
yes,
pick the worst tattoo amongst themselves.
yes.
Like that is brutal. Imagine a whole room of people just being like, "That thing on your body sucks, and you shouldn't have got it."
You should feel remorseful.
You should regret this horrible decision you made.
You know, this prompt you had was real bullshit, though. So I don't know if they're a bad tattoo artist or that you're just an idiot.
It is. It's so aggressive. My girlfriend was trying to explain it to me. I was like, I don't know why people go on this show, and she's like, well, like these tattoos could be super expensive. Like this could be like a $4,000 tattoo,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I would spend money on Like if I knew I wanted a tattoo, I would save up and be like, I'm not cheaping out on this
Yes,
thing.
100%. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. My significant other recently got a tattoo, and that was the exact conversation. It was like, well,
Yeah.
I can go get a tattoo from someone who's very skilled, and it will look great and it will look artistic, or I have a cousin of mine that has a tattoo that she got from a dude who I think was recently out of jail, of a ladybug on her leg, on her foot, and it's a red circle with like 3 black spots on it and 3 legs.
Not even an even number.
No, not even an even number of legs. 3 legs. And it's like,
What a
well,
mess.
she paid like $100 for it, and like that's not, you know, it's not nothing, but compared to like a high price tattoo, that's very cheap.
Yeah.
I don't like
But
the
like
yeah,
that's how many legs you get for $100. Paid
yes,
150, you might have gotten that fourth leg.
yeah, and like it has not. It's a blob on her foot, and she's every time she looks at it, she's like, "Yeah, it's dumb, and it hurt a lot because it's by my feet bones."
Yeah.
So it hurt a lot, and it sucks. Like, you don't want that. Oh man, the folks who go on that show, I do enjoy that they get to at least say like, "Hey, I had a bad experience with this person," because ultimately, it's not like an art show, you know, or like a runway show where the person who is wearing the outfit, like you're just showcasing someone's art. Like it's part of your body now. I feel like you should get to say something more than like, I think it looks cool or I think it looks bad.
Yeah, there's definitely like pushback. Like they don't have to just like go with what the person says. But like at the end, like once they start the tattoo, like they finish the tattoo.
Yes.
You can't like bail midway through when you're like, I don't think you have enough time to finish this.
Yeah, it's a real Bob's Burgers situation.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the Bob's Burgers episode where he gets a tattoo.
No, I do like Bob's Burgers a lot, but they took it off of Netflix, so now I can't
Ugh.
watch it.
It's on Hulu though.
I don't have Hulu.
Ugh.
Can't have all of them.
Modernity.
Draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
Who? Bob gets the tattoo.
He goes to a. Did you ever see the episode with the equesticles?
No.
Oh, so Tina's equestronauts, the little horses, the horse toys.
Yes.
So they have an episode that is basically your bronies, your My Little Pony male fans of My Little Pony. Except in this universe, they are called equesticles because they like equestronauts.
Horrible name.
They like equestronauts and they have testicles.
Yeah. That was a terrible portmanteau.
Yeah, so he has to infiltrate. Tina goes to this convention thinking that it will be a convention of like-minded girls, but instead it's just all dudes in, full body outfits, talking about this thing she likes. So someone trades her for one of her toys for like a new version that's new mint in box, and it turns out that her toy was a rare one with camel toe, and that camel toe makes it super valuable, and so she gave it away.
Allow me a question.
Yep.
Like a literal camel's foot in place of where its foot was?
No, well, they say camel toe. They don't clarify if they mean a literal camel's foot or,
Yeah, I got it.
the other camel toe.
Yeah. Okay.
So they never explain that, but she wants to get her toy back because her toy is rare and special to her. And so Bob has to infiltrate the Equesticles. So he memorizes a bunch of Equestronaut facts, goes back, gets a horsey outfit, and infiltrates their group with his knowledge of Equestronaut facts. But little did he know that he also read some of her fan fiction. And her fan fiction is not canonical.
Oh, right. Non-canon. I get it.
Yeah, so he went after the events of the normal day. They go back to an after party where everyone gets drunk, and he starts talking about the fifth Equestronaut, who's a zombie. And they're like, "Excuse me?"
Like, clearly you're not up on it.
Yep. And he gives it up, and then once they realize that he's not a true fan, one of them asks to make a gigantic tattoo on his back of him as a horse with a dumb face. So they start tattooing him, and the family breaks in and stops them before they can go very far. So now, if anytime you see Bob shirtless in the show going forward, he's always got a little tattoo of kind of his nose with a mustache underneath it on his back.
At least they started at a good spot.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
They didn't start mid-horse butt.
But that's where I got my very favorite pronunciation of tattoo, because the pretentious Equestronaut character in that show goes, "Well, Bob, sometimes when you get a small tattoo, it feels like a very big tattoo."
Tattoo's a good word to mispronounce. I think my favorite word to mispronounce is gazebo.
How do you pronounce gazebo?
I like to say gazebo.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I do enjoy a good mispronunciation. But yeah, sometimes a small tattoo can feel like a great big tattoo. And there's also a great scene where the main bad guy reveals his secret to eternal youth, which is siphoning the power from rare Equestronaut dolls through the mouth.
So he makes out with Equestronaut dolls.
He makes out with the doll to extract the youth from them so that he can stay eternally young.
Sure. Yeah, I bet that works too.
Yeah, he has a rare limited edition Scottie Pippen Equestronaut.
Scottie Pippen Equestronaut.
Yep, he's got the rare Scottie Pippen. He's got the camel toe. He's got a gold-plated mini, and oh yes, the USSR Peggy Stroika. I've watched that episode many times because it's so good.
So I'll have to check it out. I was listening to a podcast about the Concorde, like the jet.
Ah. What?
Yeah, it was very interesting, actually. The Concorde has a cool history, but they were talking about how the Russians had their own version of the Concorde, and it was just, like, terrible and loud and, like, didn't work right.
I can't believe it.
I know, right? Who would have thought? But they called it the Concordski.
Awesome.
Yeah, and, like, unfortunately, the podcast host didn't know if that was, like, the official Russian name for it, or just a nickname that, like, the U.S. and Britain and France gave it. But
awesome.
I really hope the official Russian jet name was Concordski.
We don't look. ZP in chat says I have a little penny talking doll. Remember my little penny? I don't know what little penny. I don't know what little penny is.
Were there actual pennies?
I don't know. I hope so. I hope it's a penny that you could turn into a doll.
The only thing I'm finding is tiny Penny Hardaways.
Is that what you're talking about? Is it Little Penny Hardaway? That's probably it.
Yeah, that's creepy.
My other favorite line.
Creepy doll.
Oh.
Yep. CP confirms.
My other favorite moment from that episode is when the bad guy says, "Bob, I have eternal youth. Do you know how old I am? 35. You know, with the power of the dolls, I look 35. 25. Yes, Bob. 25.
Bob's Burger is such a good show.
It is. You know there's going to be a movie?
Is there?
Yes.
No, I had no idea.
Yes. They just announced recently a movie. Looking forward to it. Oh, here's one of Noah's dreams. Who's there? Can you hear me? It's me, your father. When you go to the inn, you get these. Mother, are you there too? Yes, both of us are watching over you, Noah.
The lights are just their parents?
Yeah. I want to see you, Father, and you, Mother. We want to see you, but we're trapped in eternal darkness. We can send you our words through your pure heart in your dreams. It pains me to send you our words like this. Father, no. Mother, I want to see you. No, we're waiting for you.
It would have been a lot funnier if the lights just barked.
Yep, it would be
like
great.
Howled or something.
What are you saying, Mama? Little Billy's trapped in the well?
Is she crying?
Yeah.
Do they animate tears?
They did. She can cry. They made a line of talking dolls in response to the commercials because of capitalism. That's fair.
Smart.
That's smart. Get that money. Strike while the iron's hot. Strike before Penny Hardaway tears his ACL and is a shell of himself. Okay. Should I buy... I should probably buy clothes for Gala, right?
I feel like he deserves some.
He deserves clothes. Let's give you some...
Yeah, his defense stats are pretty low, too.
Yeah, there we go. My point card has so many points now. Oh, right, I have nothing to sell because he was naked.
Look at all those points you just earned.
Well, Oh, go ahead.
What's the exchange rate? Is it like 1 point for each point of damage?
Yes. Each point on the card is a point of damage.
Gotcha.
Well, if I'm going to upgrade someone, let's upgrade Noah because she attacks the most. I'm saving up to kill the final boss. Let's sell these shoes. You know, little Timmy, if you put your money under your pillow every day, you'll eventually be able to defeat the final boss. I mean, there's a rich tradition.
What do the fish do?
What are the lures? I can go fishing.
When you catch a fish, why do you bother fishing?
So
in this, good for?
I eventually will get the ability to fish. I haven't found the fishing locations yet, but the fishing spots allow you to get points for catching fish, a la Bassmasters. And once you get enough points, you can trade those points for cool items, sweet items.
Okay.
Oh no, Deborah's house. Oh God. Someone help me. Someone save Deborah. Anyone. You really shouldn't be building single-family homes in this world. Oh no, Deborah. Jump. Oh, she made it. Good.
That was not looking good for Deborah.
I feel like if you got an underground civilization... Well, don't you just find the most structurally secure spot and then build an apartment complex?
Especially if you need to surround the entire town with windmills. Like, population density is your friend there.
Yeah. This kid looks like he's got a name. Yep, you felt that earthquake. He's a unique character model. Did you come here to see Hari? Yeah. I knew it. I could tell. I'll take you there. Follow me. Come on. Oh, I can choose not to follow him? Psych.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Not that interested, alright.
Bye, idiot. Oh, what are you doing? Damn it. Okay, he's going to annoy me if I don't follow him. Can I go in here? Or are you going to stop me? Okay, he's not stopping me. Good. Because I need to ransack this place. Because it's a JRPG.
The earthquake to take the rest of it down, yeah.
Yep. What? I know, little jerk. I'm ransacking.
God, he's annoying.
I shouldn't have talked to him.
No.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. They do have a group home. This is good. Way to go. Put all the people in one place. Let them all stay on the most secure location. Oh, there we go. Some sweet magic water. There's the mayor. You can tell he's got a tux.
I wish that's the way our political system worked. You just had to dress progressively fancier the higher up you went.
It's really, once you get a tux, you become the mayor.
That's it. There's only one tux. You have to fight the old mayor to take it.
Hari's final. There's actually been multiple mayors that I've run into, and they are all the same tux-wearing man.
So, like Pokemon style, they're all Nurse Joy, but they're not the same Nurse Joy.
Yes. You don't say. Wonderful news. And they're all named Mayor. Okay, let's go to the Palace of Meditation.
Soldier looks like a praying mantis.
He does. I don't like it. Because I have to fight so many mantises, you know? I don't want Vaughn to get confused. Okay, kid, let's... Yep. Come on, Kina. He does the Naruto run, which is very funny. How are you handling your house? My home, my dear sweet home. Naruto, run away. Okay, time to go talk to Hari. He's got a bunch of attendants. So Hari...
Who's Hari? Did we hear about Hari before?
Yeah, he's the deity of dreams.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
So he's down here. There's Hari. He's awake for only a short time. There are 3 Haris. One left is the teller of the past, present, and future. You can listen to any of them.
Gotcha.
And they babies. I'm Hari of the past. I'll reveal to you the headwaters of the flow of time. Are you ready to hear about the past? Sure. The start of your journey is the inevitability of time that connects the past to the present. And the interrelational among us, Mist, Seru, and Raseru, part of that inevitability of time. Beyond the human world in which we live is the home of the Seru, the Serukai. All Seru in the human world are born of the Serukai. Human world and Serukai are indivisible, but the 2 worlds were destined to remain apart. However, an unfortunate incident allowed the Seru to enter the human world. Humankind learned of the Seru's power and built civilization, but people depended on Seru too much, and it warped the human spirit, leading to great tragedy. At the heart of the mist is a demon. Even through Rem's eyes, its true nature is unclear. The demon, neither human nor Seru, used the mist to destroy the world. It's not a coincidence you've been chosen by the Raseru. Fight with all your strength. The power of the Genesis tree is with you. Get your midi-chlorians up. This is the Rem of the past. Did you listen closely? Did you watch closely? Yeah. Yep, got it. Serukai. And then the baby's like, I've told you all of Rem's words. I'm going to go back to sleep.
I guess he has to sleep all the time because he's the god of dreams. Is that part of it?
Yeah, probably.
What a creepy baby face he has.
I don't like it.
No, it's horrible.
Did his eyes change color too when he blinked? I'll say so. He's green right now. The Mist henchmen are in the last stage. They plan to destroy the world completely. They're now tenaciously pursuing us, who have barely survived the Mist attack. They are now raising an army to kill legions or turn them into sorrow monsters. Deep down below Octam are the bottom of the fire path. Are there henchmen? Vaughn, Noah, Gala, use your power of the Holy Seru to destroy the demon's henchmen. That's the only way to save this town from danger. The only way to save the world from imminent annihilation is to save each individual life. Fight with all your strength. The power of the Genesis trees is with you. Yeah, I listened closely. Baby. Floating baby. Yeah, their eyes changed colors. It was green, and now it's kind of a yellowish. brown.
Is that like magic or like just an oversight?
Probably magic. They were
Maybe, yeah, when they're
seeing
like in their
things.
trance or whatever.
Yeah, they're baby trance.
Yeah. It's like a baby, but it looks like it has 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, I don't like it. Tell me the
That's
future.
creepy.
Unfortunately, the Shadow of Mist also covers the future. Even with the divine powers of Rem, it's not possible to see into the future. Then you're fucking useless, huh, baby of the future?
Yeah, hi, why am I talking to you then?
I can tell you this only. Listen well. Vaughn, a horrible tragedy will shatter your hopes. Noah, your parents are still alive. They're in Concrum, in Caristo Kingdom. Let's go to Caristo Kingdom. Let's see Concrum, okay? And if you go to Concrum, you'll see your parents. But beware, seeing them will disturb you greatly. New Gala. In Songi, you will find a nightmare awaiting. Remember, Songi is your shadow, your alter ego. Your Gary Oak.
This guy's a real bug, Joe.
Viewed as part of the flow of time, tragedy and salvation are two sides of the same coin. I don't know. I don't know about that. You may pull the chrono trigger and cause nightmares to happen. But as long as there's a hope, the deep, swift flow of river of time may fulfill your hopes. Fight with all your strength. Genesis Tree is with you, and also with you.
This guy's a real buzzkill. I don't like him.
You're going to see your parents. ZP is blown away by this. Yeah, this game's weird, ZP.
Yeah, it's super weird.
All right, so I think that's enough for today. I'm going to save once this is done. Once this mayor stops talking my ear off, let me go get the items that are on my checklist. Okay, center building. Okay. I've got a checklist full of items, so let me just...
So, Gino, I support your assessment of the combat system, but I don't know if this game itself is going to catch on.
What if I told you that there's body horror later?
Ooh, okay. I mean, I like body horror.
Oh no, we must let the babies die. And these ladies are like, we're going out with the babies.
If that if our weird alter ego comes back too, I think that'll spruce things up.
Yeah, we get the alter egos coming back. You get Songi, the evil Gala, coming back. There's 2 different evil Galas, which is very funny. Oh, they're freed of their baby forms. I knew the earth would swallow us up. Everything that happens is predestined in the heart of Rem, god of time. But heroes of the Raseru, you must not forget the mission with which you have been entrusted. The Hari of the present ordered you to first head to the fire path, destroy the henchmen of the mist who have brought calamity. We will open the door to a new future for you. The 3 faces of Rem are watching over you. We will meet someday at an unexpected place. Fight with all your strength. The power of the Genesis trees is with you. Notice, fire, we got the red, the green, and the blue, just like the characters. Noah's the... Vaughn is the future? He was red. Vaughn's the future, Noah's the present, and Gal's the past. Hari could never die. You're right. Hari forever. Well, I mean, he's dead, but he's like reincarnated. It's a thing.
Yeah, he was a baby before. He'll be a baby again.
Yeah. You're right, Gala.
So ZP just pointed out this is about a 40-hour game, which honestly that feels long and simultaneously shorter than I would have expected.
Yeah, so I would maybe pick it for Off the Deep End. I would not pick it for the main show. I
think we're just gonna turn it into a Fortnite podcast anyway.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna pick it for my week again.
Oh no. Well, I'm up next.
It's a new season, guys.
Oh yeah, new
That's
season.
Right, you are next.
I don't know what I'm gonna pick. I haven't decided as of yet. I've got a few options. I don't know how quickly we would be able to get Eternal Sonata. If I picked it.
What's Eternal Sonata?
What is Eternal Sonata? Well, Pete, this is Eternal Sonata is it's a JRPG set in the dying mind of Chopin.
Like the composer.
It's a musical RPG, like vaguely musical RPG set
That's an
in
interesting premise.
set in the dying mind of Chopin.
I'm intrigued and afraid.
I am also intrigued. ZP has been yelling at me about trying to pick this game because he wants to pick
I'm
it.
even more afraid now.
He thought it was an off the deep ends game, and I was like, no, I want to play that at some point. That sounds like it's bananas.
It does.
And Elden Ring won't be out in time for me to pick it. I don't know if I would pick it for the show. It's another Dark Souls thing.
Ugh.
Yes, Eternal Sonata. Yes, Arbitrary. That's...
We got some fans.
Yes. I might pick Eternal Sonata. I've also been tossing around the idea of picking... I probably wouldn't pick Griftlands for the show because I've been streaming it. I've got some other games that are in my back pocket. But Eternal Sonata has been like something I've thought about picking since like the first time we did this show. Our first episode. And, you know, at some point I need to do it. And you can have Dark Cloud. I don't want Dark Cloud, ZP, in chat. I don't want to play Dark Cloud.
I don't know what it is.
It's a different RPG where Evil Mist is afoot.
Why does everybody love Mist?
I don't know. Why does anyone love the video game Mist?
That's true. I don't like that either.
It's an RPG with town building. Finally. The second game has mini golf. Okay, fair enough. All right, well, I think I will call it there. It's been about 2 hours, which is usually about how long we go for these. So thank you for everyone who's been watching. I'll be back tomorrow with hopefully another special guest. Hopefully I will be back tomorrow as long as my guest doesn't bail. And hopefully I'll be back kind of after football happens is the current scheduling time is after football. So thank you, Pete.
Yeah, thank you for letting me join in on this journey. Gina, like I said, I don't think I'll be playing more of this game in the future, but I did like, the small taste I got today.
And thank you, viewers. If anyone has not seen this before, I'm doing this on weekends. If you want to see more Legend of Legaia or anything, just hit the follow button. You're allowed to subscribe, too, legally. You're allowed to, if you want. Use your Prime subscription, if you so chose. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.